Sub 4-meter SUVs have been one of the most popular segments in the Indian car market, and Nissan has entered this segment and aims to redefine what the segment has to offer. So now that we have the vehicle with us, it's time for us to get behind the wheels and let you know if you should be investing your money on one of them.
Speaking about the exterior design, the vehicle has a typical SUV styling and therefore gets the front and rear skid plates to give it a more rugged look. Even at the side, you will find the black cladding all around the wheel arches that extend towards the lower end of the vehicle. But the personal favorite for me though are the 16-inch diamond cut alloy wheels.
So first things first, let me speak about the technicalities of this engine. So this engine is capable of producing 98 bhp of power and 160 Nm of torque. So coming to how it drives, the initial impressions are good. Now one good thing which I like about the Magnite is that it's a free revving engine and how the power is distributed all across the RPM levels. Usually in a turbo petrol engine, you'll be able to notice the turbo kicking in. But with the Magnite, the engineers have done a pretty good job in nullifying the turbo kicking in. That effect is not seen here, but that extra bit of punch is almost available starting from as low as 1500 RPM. So what this means is that you would have to work the gears very less in order to stay in the right power band. On the day-to-day basis, this is what you need, and the convenience that you get without shifting the gears is what makes the driving effortless. So I am in the second gear and the vehicle is gaining speeds of over 50 km per hour and doing 3500 RPM. Now speaking about the fuel efficiency from this 1 liter turbo petrol unit, the ARAI has certified that it can deliver up to 20 km per liter. But in real world condition, you can expect this engine to deliver somewhere around 15 to 16 kmpl if you are gentle with the throttle. Now speaking about the gear shifts, the clutch is pretty snappy and you'll notice the gear shiftings very easily. That is because the gear shifts are very short and the throws are also very easy. Now speaking about the visibility all around, you get a nice view and a commanding position of the road ahead. That is primarily because you sit high up and even the seats get a seat height adjust option so that finding a nice and comfortable place shouldn't be an issue. Even the ORVMs are pretty large and therefore give you a very good view of what's coming behind you. Now coming to the suspension tuning part, the vehicle has been set on a little bit of a firmer side which makes the highway cruising effortless. Only a little bit of a potholes do seep into the cabin, but as you gain speeds, that won't be too much of a hindrance inside the cabin. As you gain speeds and cruise on the highways, the vehicle remains pretty stable and also the steering has a nice weight to it so that it gives you an extra assurance that you are handling a very good car. Now coming to the turning radius, this vehicle can turn around in just under 5 meters, making it very effortless to turn around in the city traffic. So as you saw, we had a very tight space and the vehicle had no issues in turning around in one go. Now coming to my interesting bit in this Magnite touchscreen unit, it's none other than how the vehicle will rate you based on your driving performance. So with this touchscreen unit, it gives you a rating out of 5 star on how you do the acceleration, how you shift the gears, and also there is a trip report which shows how much is the distance that you have traveled without consumption of any fuel. And there is also the average speed at which you have traveled. Now apart from the 8-inch touchscreen unit that you get at the center, you also get a 7-inch MID display that shows all the vital information. This includes the fuel efficiency, distance to empty, and also the tire pressure monitoring system. So now that you got to know about the exteriors of the Magnite, here I am inside the vehicle to let you know what the vehicle has to offer. So the first thing which is very much evident and which will catch your eyes as soon as you step into the cabin is the 7-inch MID display that has a lot of animations. It shows all the vital information such as the distance to empty, average fuel consumption, and many other details which you would need on a day-to-day basis. Now coming to the interesting bit of the vehicle, which is the 8-inch touchscreen unit that has to offer a loads of features. So the first thing is the first in segment 360-degree camera. Another thing that has to be noted about this unit is that it gets a wirelessly connectable Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which means that you don't need any of the wires so that you can connect your smartphone and mirror it wirelessly. Now speaking about the plastic materials used, you get the hard plastic for both upper half and also the lower half of the dashboard. At the center, you get this carbon fiber kind of finish which makes the car very much attractive. Now coming to my interesting bit in the vehicle, it's none other than the aircraft inspired design for the entire dashboard layout. For instance, this automatic air conditioning unit buttons feel like as if it's straight out of an aircraft cockpit. Even the AC vents feel as if it's from a jet exhaust vents. So all of this makes the car very much premium and also makes it a very good appealing car from the inside also. Yes, there are a bit of cost cutting here and there, but it's not too much evident and you won't feel this car is lacking by any means. Speaking about the storage spaces, you get a large tray in the front so that you can keep your mobile phone, and lower down you have more space here. You also get a 12-volt socket and a USB port here. There are two cup holders which would come in very much handy to keep your bottles. Now speaking about the steering wheel itself, you get a flat bottom unit and there are these controls for your audio systems on the left and the cruise control functions on the right. It's a 3-spoke unit and also gets a silver treatment to it to give it a more appealing look. As this is a top end variant, you also get the leather wrapping finish for this vehicle which makes it a very good premium car. Now speaking about the rear seat, this is where Magnite has impressed me a lot. As you can see here, the legroom is really loads. Apart from that, you also get a dedicated AC vent and also there is a 12-volt socket here. And another thing which has to be noted is that the floor is completely flat, making it very much easy for the middle person to sit even on those long highway journeys. But if you don't have the third person, you can always pull down the center armrest that houses two cup holders inside them and also a dedicated mobile holder slot. You also get a dedicated reading light for the rear passengers as well. You also get a magazine holder and the door pockets are large enough to house those 1-liter water bottle. Now speaking about the door panel, you have the silver treatment here for the door handles and also the same finish continues lower down as well. You also find the fabric finish which makes the car very much attractive.
If we have a look at the boot space available on offer, the vehicle has a capacity of 336 liters. If you want more space, you can fold down the 60-40 split seats which would make more room for your luggage. If you want to know in depth about the design elements of the Nissan Magnite, you can click on the I button on the top right corner of your screen right now where we have done the full walk around of this vehicle. On the safety front, Magnite comes with features such as dual airbags, ABS with EBD as standard from the base variant. During the time of this video being recorded, Global NCAP has not yet tested the vehicle. However, the Asian NCAP has certified that the Magnite has received a 4 out of 5 star rating. After watching the review, if you are interested in checking out this vehicle and booking one of them, you can contact the Nissan dealers whose details are in the description box.
With the maintenance package which is offered at 17,000 for 50,000 kilometers or 5 years, it's definitely one of the cheapest cars to maintain and also one of the affordable ones to invest on. All of this coupled with a feature such as a 360-degree camera and few others makes it a really good buy. At the price point at which the Nissan has introduced the vehicle, I am damn sure that this would be one of those vehicles which is absolute value for money. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Kirti Kumar here from AutoTown.